A new joint report from a trio of Republican-controlled House committees claims the Central Intelligence Agency colluded with the Biden presidential campaign to mislead American voters just weeks before the 2020 election. The alleged scandal revolves around the notorious Hunter Biden laptop. If you remember, in October 2020, the New York Post reported on documents and emails found on Hunter Biden's abandoned laptop. The hard drive was handed over to Rudy Giuliani, then President Trump's personal attorney. The Post report detailed how those emails tied Joe Biden to Hunter Biden's business dealings with gas company Burisma in Ukraine when Biden was vice president in 2014. The paper calling it President Biden's international influence peddling scheme. 51 CIA intelligence officials attempted to discredit the laptop story, signing a letter calling the entire episode Russian disinformation. Big Tech suppressed the story, blocking the link so it couldn't be shared on most social media platforms. The letter stated, "We write to say that the arrival on the U.S. political scene of emails purportedly belonging to Vice President Biden's son Hunter, much of it related to his serving on the board of the Ukrainian gas company Burisma, has all the classic earmarks of a Russian information operation." The letter stated Russia would do anything to help Trump win the election and discredit Biden. It turns out Hunter Biden's laptop and the contents on it were real. It was even submitted as evidence in his recent gun trial, where he was federally convicted for lying on documents about his drug addiction in order to purchase a gun. Now, the new House report accuses then CIA Director Gina Haspel of knowing about the statement prior to its approval and publication. The report says President Biden's then top campaign official and now Secretary of State Antony Blinken called former CIA Director Michael Morell to provide talking points to the Biden campaign to discredit politically damaging allegations. Morell testified it was Blinken's call that prompted him to write the letter and get the other 50 intelligence officials to sign on. 5 of the letter's signatures came from former CIA directors, and 41 of the 51 signatures were by former CIA members. All were contractors with the agency and on the payroll. House Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan said of his committee's report, "We knew that the rush statement from the 51 former intelligence officials was a political maneuver between the Biden campaign and the intelligence community. Now with this interim report, we reveal how officials at the highest levels of the CIA were aware of the statement, and CIA employees knew that several of the so-called former officials were on active contract with the CIA. The report underscores the risks posed by a weaponized federal government." The CIA told Fox News in response to the new House report, CIA officers, as a condition of their employment, are required to sign a secrecy agreement that includes a lifelong obligation to submit any and all intelligence-related materials to CIA's pre-publication review board before they are published. That process was followed in this case. These former officers were not speaking for the CIA. It's unknown how the 2020 presidential election would have played out if the CIA letter had never been published. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Lauren Taylor. If you want more unbiased straight facts, download the Straight Arrow News app or visit SAN.com.